So good morning dear students. In the previous class we have discussed about the packing efficiency in one dimension and packing efficiency in the two dimension and packing efficiency in the three dimension. Here in the packing efficiency in one dimension can be done in only one way. That is, we are placing the atoms only in the x-axis. For example, you see that here like this we are placing the atoms only on the x-axis. So just imagine this direction is like an x-axis. We are placing the atoms only on the x-axis. So here, one sphere is in contact with how many spheres? I have explained very clearly in the last class. See that like here, this is a sphere. It is in contact with the first two spheres. So therefore, here one sphere is in contact with neighboring two spheres. Therefore, the coordination number we have taken how much? 2. Similarly, packing efficiency in two dimension can be done very simply like this. In the x-axis we are placing the atom. If we place the atom like in the y-axis also like this. So like this, if we place the atoms on the y-axis, this type of the packing is called as what? Two dimension. Like it is a y-axis. So two dimensional we are placing the atoms in the 2D direction. Like x direction, y direction. This kind of the packing is called as so that is close packing in the two dimension. And one more, see x and y you can show and z axis can be front side like this. One more axis if we keep like this z direction. At that direction also if we place the atom, that kind of the packing is called as a three dimension. Means here we are doing packing in the three ways. Packing in one dimension, packing in two dimension, packing in three dimension. Packing in two dimension is of two types. That is square close packing. Second one we have hexagonal packing. In square close packing we are getting a square. So I have explained very clearly in the last class. Hexagonal close packing. Here there is a formation of the hexagon taking place. Therefore it is called as a hexagonal close packing. Square close packing we have coordination number 4. Hexagon close packing or hexagonal close packing we have coordination number is 6. Now and one more 3D direction. In 3 dimension also we are doing packing in two ways. Square close packing as well as hexagonal close packing. So that all we have covered in the last class. And now today we have one more important topic. It is very important topic. So definitely from this topic question will come either in the board exam or in the competitive exam. Packing efficiency, it is a most important topic. Definitely one question will be is there in the question paper from this topic. Packing efficiency. Let us see what is mean by the packing efficiency. First we must know about the packing efficiency definition. Later on we will go for the different kinds of the packing in different kinds of the unit cells. Let us see what is this packing efficiency. For example, I am placing 3 spheres like this. You see that is it the 3 spheres are in 100% packing? No, they are not in the 100% packing with each other. Here you see that some gap is there here, some place is empty, some space is empty between these 3 spheres. Means they are not completely close to each other. How much they are close to each other? So that can be calculated. Means the spheres, how much they are closely interacting with each other. How much they are closely sitting with each other, how much they are closely placed in a unit cell. That is called as what? Packing. And efficiency, packing efficiency means the value of spheres. I am writing the definition here. The value of spheres. The value occupied by the sphere. The value occupied by the spheres in the unit cell. Occupied by the spheres in the unit cell is called as what? Packing efficiency. Means how much value they are occupying, how much empty space is there. Otherwise it is also called as the percentage of total space. So or else we have one more definition. The percentage of the percentage of total space, the percentage of the total space occupied by the spheres, occupied by the spheres in the unit cell, in the unit cell is called as what? Packing efficiency. For example, in simple cubic they may occupy 52.4%. The percentage is only 52.4%. They are close to each other, means when they are like this in the close packing, see here thus means how much percent they are in the close to this region, means how much they are close to each other. Only in simple cubic crystal 52.4%. Like that in FCC we have 74% and the BCC we have like 68%. And how we are getting these values? How we are calculating the percentage of the packing or the percentage of the total space occupied by the spheres in the unit cell? I told you simple cubic like 52.4%, body center we have some 68%, and in the face centered cubic crystal we have 74%. How we are getting this value? Means that values, the 52.4%, that value is nothing but they are closely packed to each other, means the spheres are closely packed to each other, only 52.4%. Remaining value is there, no, that 48% value remaining, that is called as empty space. You see that this is all the packing, the remaining space is called as what? Empty space. This space and this space, this is nothing but what? Empty space. So that how we are calculating the empty space, how we are calculating packing efficiency, how we are calculating, that can be known by one, that is simple cubic unit cell. Second one we have like a face centered cubic crystal and packing efficiency the body centered cubic crystal in detail. And this is very important topic. So I told you once again, for any competitive exam and in the board examination, in board examination out of 3 packings, definitely one question will be asked in the examination. Out of 3 in solid state, without this question, the question paper, annual question paper will not be there. Out of these 3, definitely they will ask one question. Every day I will explain one only, slowly and understand clearly. So everybody has to submit the assignment on this topic. It is very important concept. Let us go for first one. That is, I think you understood this one. What is the definition? The percentage of total space occupied by the spheres in the unit cell is called as what? Packing efficiency. And here we have the formula to calculate the packing efficiency. The formula is volume occupied by the spheres, volume occupied by the spheres in the unit cell, or volume occupied by the spheres, no problem. Volume occupied by the spheres by total volume of unit cell. Total volume of the unit cell into 100. So this is the formula used to calculate the packing efficiency. Once again I am repeating the formula. Volume occupied by the spheres by total volume of the unit cell into 100. So this formula we are applying. And now first topic. Here we have 3 types of the different kinds of the packing. Simple cubic, next body centered, next one face centered cubic crystal. First I am discussing with you the first one only, packing efficiency. So the first one is packing efficiency in simple cubic unit cell. Simple cubic unit cell, also called as primitive unit cell. Don't get confused. Primitive and simple cubic both are same. And before going to see this, let us see first the diagram of this one. So I am drawing. Diagram is very important. Based on the diagram only we are calculating the values. And just to remember the diagram, first we have to write draw the cube. Most important is here in this diagram is the most important. And every corners and every pages should be have You see that here we got some difference, so then we will not get the proper diagram here, because once the diagram goes wrong, you cannot understand this topic. You see that here we have 8 corners. I am writing the symbols of the corners A, B. Okay. Now C, D. Next we have. Otherwise write like this. C, D. No problem. Here you write E, F, G, H. Okay. And A, B, C, D you can show later after writing the spheres. And what is the meaning of this? A, B, C, D, F, G, H? 8 columns. Means atoms are there at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like that. At 8 corners we have 8 atoms. And I am showing the atoms like this. You can show the atoms can be like this. That should touch the corner. Without touching the corner, the diagram will go wrongly. Remember. Okay, this is the first atom which is touching the corner, and the second one I am drawing here only. It's another color. So these are the 2 spheres. Actually, both should be the same size. Let me understand this. Here you see that, and here I am writing now the sphere symbols, and it is A, and it is B, and now it is E, H. Okay, and you see that half of the sphere. So like this, when you take, right, half of the sphere outside, half of the sphere inside, like this, half outside, half inside. And you know that what is the sphere radius formula? Total sphere radius formula is 2r, but we are taking half value only. So this is here to here. This point to this point, whatever is there, this is called as edge. Edge we are denoting with A. Okay, because the 2 spheres are connecting with this edge. And here it is R, the distance. Actually the total distance is 2r, but we are taking half distance. This is half r, and here also half r, half outside. In this sphere total is 2r, but half outside and half inside, and half outside, half inside. Therefore the total distance here half, here half, r, and this is an edge. Therefore what is the edge? We are denoting the edge with small a, and radius we are denoting with r, and total edge value becomes how much? R plus R becomes what? Now I am writing here only. A is equal to this R, this R. R plus R becomes what? 2R. Remember, edge is denoted with A, and what is the edge value? 2R. And now I am writing all the values. You see that in this I am writing number of the atoms in this type of the unit cell. In this type of the unit cell, number of atoms are spheres, because the atoms are in what shape? Sphere shape. Number of the atoms present in simple cubic unit cell. Number of the atoms present in simple cubic unit cell. How many atoms are there? Only 1 atom. So that is equal to 1. Next, radius of the sphere. Radius of the sphere. What is the radius of the sphere? R. Next to edge length. Edge length of the unit cell. Edge length of the unit cell can be taken as what? A. That value is equal to R plus R, which is equal to what? 2R. Is it clear to you now? And now we are also taking each atom is considered, because atoms here in this each atom is considered. Each atom is considered sphere. Therefore, the volume of atom. What is the sphere volume formula? So you know that you get in mathematics sphere volume formula 4 by 3 pi r. Have you understood this? You must remember this. See, first why each atom is considered as a sphere because atoms are in the sphere shape. What is the sphere volume formula? 4 by 3 pi r. Have you understood all these points? Once again I am telling you. Number of atoms present in simple cubic units are how many? 1. Body centered 2. In the previous class we have discussed about it. Body centered we have 2 atoms. Face centered we have 4 atoms. And in the simple cubic only 1 atom is there because the atoms are present at only corner. Because I am showing atoms only at the corners here. Not anywhere in the body center and the phases. Therefore, total number of atoms are how many? 1. Radius of the sphere is how much? R. Each radius, so R is only. So total radius is R, but we are taking the half of the radius, that is R only. Edge length of the unit cell. So this is the edge length value. R plus R become 2R. Each atom is considered as a sphere. Therefore, volume of the atom is how much? 4 by 3 pi r cube. I think you understood all this now. Is it clear? Now what I am doing? I am calculating. So volume of the unit cell. Volume of the unit cell. So volume of the atom we have, and that is the volume of the unit cell is how much? Volume of the unit cell. So that is the formula AQ. Because edge length A, therefore the volume of the unit cell become what? AQ. Volume you know, length into height into breadth. So we have to take here breadth, length and also height. 3 we have to consider, therefore become AQ. But what is the A value? So that is 2R. 2RQ becomes what? 8RQ. 8RQ. Is it clear? Now, packing efficiency is equal to volume of 1 atom. You know what is the formula to calculate the packing efficiency? Volume of the atoms present in the unit cell by total volume of the unit cell. Here why I am writing 1 atom? For example, if we are calculating the packing efficiency in the body centered, here we have to write volume of 2 atoms because in the body center how many atoms are there? 2. If we are calculating packing efficiency in face centered, we have to write here 4 because in the face center how many atoms are there? 4 atoms are there. But in the simple cubic how many atoms are there? 1. Therefore I am writing in detail volume of 1 atom in the unit cell. Volume of 1 atom in the unit cell by total volume of the unit cell. Total volume of the unit cell into 100. Is it clear? Now, packing efficiency is equal to what is the volume of 1 atom in the unit cell? Volume of 1 atom in the unit cell is how much? So that is only 1 atom. So if 2 atoms are there, then the value becomes what? 2 into 4 by 3 pi r. 4 atoms are there, 4 into 4 by 3 pi r. But here only 1 atom is there, therefore just I am writing directly. So that is 4 by 3 pi r cube. 4 by 3 pi r cube. And total volume of the unit cell. Total volume of the unit cell is how much? 8R cube. 8R cube into 100. Is it clear now? Once again I am repeating. Volume of the 1 atom in the unit cell. Atoms are in the sphere shape. Only 1 atom. Therefore the value is what? 4 by 3 pi r. Sphere volume formula 4 by 3 pi r. Total volume of the unit cell is how much? 8R cube into 100. Now here R cube both are get cancelled. So 3 1 and here 8 is there, right? So therefore the total value becomes what? And I am writing directly. Okay, it becomes what? Actually it becomes 4 into that is 4 into 5 by 3 into 8. So into 100. So 4 into 5 by 3 into 8 by 100 and now 4 1 4 2 ja. So I am writing now 5 by 6 because 3 2 is 6. 5 by 6 into 100. Is it clear now? What is the pi value? 3.14. So right, 3 to 100 by 6. So you calculate this, you get the answer is 52.4%. So final answer you get how much percent? 52.4%. means in simple cubic unit cell, what is the packing fraction value? 52.4%. Then what is the empty space? Is there is the packing of 52.4%. Empty space means 100 minus 52.4%. Then you get 48.6% approximate. So approximately you get how much percent empty space here? 48.6% empty space is there in this. Is it clear now? So like this, we are calculating. So just you add this to value to get any doubt. See once again. So 10, 11. Okay. So we are getting 47.6%. Sorry. So 47.6% empty space is there. So what is the empty space? 47.6%. And what is the means the spheres are in the close packing of how much percent? 52.4%. Empty space is how much percent? 47. Means this much space is empty in case of one simple cubic unit cell. And here it is a packing fraction. Packing efficiency. See, packing fraction is different. So because in the examination, competitive examination, they will ask you to make the confusion. To create the confusion, they will ask you the packing efficiency and packing fraction. Don't get confused. This is the packing efficiency value, 52.4%. Packing fraction means this value is divided with 100. Therefore, you got 0.0524% is the packing fraction value. Packing fraction it is. Packing efficiency how much? 52.4%. So this is about the packing efficiency in one simple cubic unit cell. And in the next coming class, we discuss about the packing efficiency in body centered cubic crystal as well as space centered cubic crystal, and it is most important topic. And you must remember the packing efficiency value and also edge length value, because there are so many questions will come on this. Edge length is what? 2r. Then r is equal to what? Radius is what? A by 2. So they may ask you the questions in the competitive examination. So they will give the r value in the simple cubic and they may ask you to calculate the a value. Sometimes they may give the r value and they may ask you to calculate the a, that is the a value they will give, and they will ask you to calculate the r value. Therefore these formulas are very important. A equal to r, r equal to a by 2. Packing efficiency is 52.4%, empty space is 47.6%, and packing fraction value is how much? 0.02%, 0.0524%. So these values you want to remember. Thank you.